Hello, my favorite people of Earth. I am the Epic User, and today I want to do something a bit different today. Instead of just playing a regular old horror game like always, I decided why not just try reacting to something. And what better video to react to than to Roblox's downfall? Roblox is finally losing players. For real. Let's dive into it, shall we?
We're gonna go over how Roblox is finally losing players
Captions,
and
please.
bleeding out in the stock market. We will cover a comprehensive.
Bro, why is the fucking caption like so fucking small? Okay, hold on. Let me just change it for a moment. Okay, we'll get to that later. I guess I'm just gonna have to listen to this guy.
As a breakdown of the recent financial crash the company just experienced, while we take a close look at the exact numbers showing a massive decline in daily active users and overall engagement. Then, we will dive into a recent earnings call where the chief financial officer admits
Chief financial officer? Dang, bro, that's crazy.
So before
This is getting serious.
Please make sure to like and have this video and help me reach 20,000 subscribers because that would mean the world to me, guys. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Let's get
Now,
into
to really
it.
understand what is happening.
Yo, this guy's playing Arsenal, bro. Man, I haven't seen that game in a long while, bro. I haven't seen that game in a long while.
First, need to look at the current state of the
Dude,
stock.
the last time I played Arsenal, bro, I was like getting destroyed because I haven't played it in such a fucking long time. But yeah, let's just see what he has to say. I'm pretty sure he's not talking about Arsenal.
Because right now, the Roblox Corporation stock price had recently dropped from around 55 and now to 45 US dollars. Now you have to realize that this represents a staggering.
Now, I have no idea, okay? I have no clue about stocks and whatnot. I mean, I have a stocks account, but like even I still don't have a good understanding of it. So I don't really quite know if a 55 to a 45 USD is a big drop, but judging from this diagram here, I'm pretty sure it is a big drop. Like, look at this. So steep, bro, and everything's red too, so I guess it doesn't take an expert to know that this is pretty bad.
Of almost 19% in just the past 5 days alone. And when a company loses nearly a fifth of its value in less than a week, there's a fundamental panic happening behind the scenes. So Reuters published a report on May 1st, 2026.
Forecast cut signal safety measures weighing on user
growth. The reality of the situation. And a forecast cut basically means the company telling investors they're not going to make nearly as much money as they originally promised. And the reason
well, no crap, they're gonna not make much money because Roblox just keeps creating like these bad updates that not a single person on the entire platform likes. And so that's why they're losing players, because they're just creating updates that no one likes, basically. Because at this point in time, Roblox has lost its personality. It has lost the reason why it is even unique in the first place. And of course, these investors aren't going to make much money as they originally thought, because obviously bad updates equals less money. Like, I don't know why it took them this long to realize this.
They're not making that money is entirely because of the new safety measures they were forced to implement. The company explicitly warned everyone about continued short-term friction coming directly from new. According to the company, these specific changes have restricted communication and severely slowed down new user acquisition. And this means that because it's now harder to create an account and freely talk to people without hitting a child filter or an age verification.
Bro, that is so real, dude. Because now I can't just talk to random people online. Because ever since a certain situation that you guys might have known, Roblox has created this new chat verification thing where Roblox has to know what age you are, which is kind of creepy. And then once they categorize you in a specific age group, you can only talk to people within that specific age group, which is just so oppressive, you know? Because part of Roblox is that you can communicate to lots of people without having to worry about social anxiety and stuff, you know? But dang, bro, these pedophiles are just ruining everything, man.
New people
just ruining everything, bro.
And just not to play the game at all. But we have to ask why they.
Exactly, bro. New players are simply not interested anymore. Dude, even me, a veteran Roblox player, I'm starting to lose interest in playing Roblox games now. Because now it's just either Steel Brainrot, Rivals, or any other trendy game like Grow Garden. Like, it's just the same thing over and over and over and over again, dude. Like, there's just nothing interesting happening. And as for those one-time playthroughs of those story games, yeah, I would agree that those story games are pretty cool and all. But then what else are you gonna play, you know? Because those are just one-time playthroughs. You can't just keep replaying them like Steel Brainwatt. You know what I'm saying? So there's just not enough good games on Roblox for me to get interested in anymore. Like, dude, the last time I was heavily interested, like really, really heavily interested in a game was a zombie attack back in 4th grade. Like, I remember there was a dude who recommended me Roblox, and I would pick Zombie Attack, and oh boy, back in the day, bro, that game was like peak, bro. And I know what you guys might be thinking, but Zombie Attack is a copy from Zombie Rush, and yeah, I get it, bro. Back then, I didn't understand that, but nonetheless, Zombie Attack was cool too. And then I also played Kaiju Universe, which is also a pretty cool game too. But then, ever since Toho copyright struck that game started releasing more random kaijus that I don't even know. And I came to that, and not gonna lie, guys, I came to that game only for Godzilla. And ever since Godzilla didn't get added into that game anymore, they just started adding it in original kaijus, and it's just not fun anymore, you know? So now that those games are just gone, or at least not interesting anymore, Roblox in general has not become interesting anymore. So yeah, I agree, man. I agree.
Well, the product changes come right after multiple probes into the company over child safety and harmful content. So these probes involve serious concerns around inappropriate interactions and major exposure risks for younger users on the platform. When we look at the multiple probes into the company over child safety, we have to understand.
Imagine being.
Oh my gosh, get out, please. Get the fuck out, man.
Involving states like Nevada, Alabama, and West Virginia.
Dang, this is serious, bro. This is involving fucking states, dude. That's wild.
Inappropriate behavior. And so Rivers reports that these product changes are a result of concerns around inappropriate interactions. They're talking about the direct fallout from these legal battles. But the reality is that the core audience is extremely young and historically rebellious.
Yeah, the core audience is pretty young, bro. It is pretty young, bro. Every time I play a Roblox game, I always see these chat icons with a lock on them, signifying that I cannot talk to them because they're too young for me.
Against these two changes. So when you suddenly enforce virtual age-based accounts, where a player might need to provide government identification to access features, you instantly alienate a huge chunk of your player base, because kids do not want to hand over personal documents just to play the game with friends. Now,
exactly.
Let's look at actual player statistics, because the graphs provided in the financial report paint a very grim picture. And we're going to examine the DAUs, which stand for daily active users.
Daily active users.
And this metric tracks exactly how many unique people are logging into the game every single day. Moving into 2025, the platform hit a
oh yeah, look at this. It's going down, guys. Look, 70, 69, 35. Yeah, it's not looking good for Roblox, man. Dude, this is why so many people I keep hearing say that Roblox is definitely not going to survive by the end of 2027. And that's being generous, by the way, because right now, as successful as Roblox is still to this day, it is falling off. It is falling off. I would be surprised if it even survives 2028, bro.
Significantly down to 132 million daily active users. That is a huge loss of daily players in a relatively short amount of time. And the year-over-year growth percentage has completely plummeted down to just 35%. So this is a terrifying trend for investors, because a platform like this relies entirely on constant exponential growth. And if the growth slows down,
man, this ain't looking good for not just Roblox, but also the investors. Dude, about time they finally realized that bad updates equals bad growth, which also means bad profit. Like, dude, you just gotta create updates that players like. What's so hard about that, bro? What's so fucking hard about that?
In the third quarter of 2025, players spent 40 billion hours engaged with the platform, which was a 91% year-over-year growth. Fast forward to the first quarter of 2026, and that number has crashed down to 31
Dude, 40 to 31, that's almost a 10 decrease, bro.
All the way down to 43%. So not only are people
91% to 43, that's a crazy decrease.
Less frequently, but they're also
that's a crazy decrease.
Less time actually playing the games when they do log in. Going back to the staggering drop in hours engaged from 40 billion.
Honestly, bro, the only thing that can save Roblox's daily active users data is the emergence of the new Strongest Battlegrounds update. Because right now, that update for that game is pretty peak. But even then, I'm already starting to see people immediately log off. So that's not going to be sustainable for long.
To 31 billion, we need to understand how catastrophic this is for the internal economy, because this platform operates essentially as its own virtual nation with its own currency and its own massive economy. The platform takes a massive cut of every single transaction that happens within the game. So when engagement drops by billions of hours, that translates to
drops by billions of hours, bro. That's crazy. Millions of missed opportunities. Yeah, no crap, bro. No crap if that many people are logging off.
Even more probes and investigations regarding harmful content, forcing a company to implement even stricter rules. You have to realize that these developers treat their games like actual businesses, and many of them have full teams of builders, scripters, and artists who rely on
like this. Yeah, see, that's the thing. A lot of these games, up to this day, I feel like there's still a decent amount of people who don't realize that you can actually make money off of these Roblox games, and that if Roblox ever suddenly crashes down, or the stock market for Roblox just crashes, those games get affected too. Because if Roblox ain't getting enough users, those games are gonna die. Like, there are actual people behind those games trying to make a living, or at least just trying to make money from that game. And so if all of a sudden, like a game like Arsenal just dies, what are those employees, what are those artists, what are those scripters are gonna do with their lives, you know? And you better hope that those guys already have a day job on the side, because if they don't, they're fucking screwed, bro.
So when a player base shrinks, these developers are forced to resort to aggressive monetization.
I'm pretty sure a lot of them have a day job, but still, it's just concerning to think about. You get what I'm saying?
From the executives running the company, and on April 30th, 2026, the Roblox Corporation held an earnings call to explain these disastrous numbers to their investors. During this call, the chief financial officer,
largely top of funnel
signups. Now let's break down what top of funnel actually means here. So the top of funnel represents the very first step in a user journey where they first hear about the game and decide to download it. And shoppers
okay, I see.
That they're completely failing to attract new players.
Is that what it means? They are failing to attract new players at the beginning. Dude, what? Isn't that supposed to be one of the easiest steps in order to create a good game? I'm not sure, okay? Because I've never created a game myself, but I'm pretty sure the first step should be the easiest step, right? Dude, what? Roblox failing to attract new players? That is crazy, bro. Never would I ever live to see the day that Roblox would fail to attract new players, bro.
Very beginning of
That's
the process.
Crazy.
He wanted to explain that they believe this failure is directly related to comms friction, and how that friction has been reflected in organic growth through the app stores. Because comms friction is a corporate way of saying players can no longer communicate easily. When you add heavy chat filters and strict moderation, it creates friction.
Well, no crap, it creates friction, bro. Because people are just angry that they can't talk to the people that they used to talk to just because that person is just out of their age group, you know? Like, it's just stupid. And especially if both of those guys trust each other a lot for several years, and that they're not just online friends, but also friends in real life.
And players get frustrated with
like, what if you just want to play with your cousins, right? And then all of a sudden you can't chat with them because your cousins are just too young?
Say what they want or invite friends to the server, causing them to leave bad reviews on the App Store, which destroys organic growth. Now going back to when the stock drops by almost 90% in just 5 days.
19% in 5 days.
Confidence because investors pour their money into
well, of course it destroys investor confidence. Actually, you know what, guys? This might be a good thing for Roblox if you really think about it in a dark room. Because if investors are no longer confident in Roblox's success, yeah, of course Roblox is going to earn a lot less money than before. But at the same time, does that mean that Roblox is going to start leaning less towards appeasing the investors and more so trying to appease the player base instead? That's what I'm thinking too, because if even the investors are starting to lose faith in Roblox, Roblox might actually start changing their tactics and start actually giving us good updates. What if that's the case? And then maybe once everyone is happy with the new updates, then they can just start going back to licking the investors' boots.
Believing it was an unstoppable giant that would eventually capture every single kid.
Like, you guys get what I'm saying, right? Because now that investors are not confident in Roblox, maybe Roblox will switch their attention to creating good updates for their players.
They will immediately get slammed by more lawsuits and state investigations, and they will be accused of enabling dangerous communities and ignoring the safety of kids. Now, lowering guidance for top-line growth means that their total revenue is going to be significantly lower than they previously promised. harmless. And by doing that,
yeah, I mean, hey, like I said 4 billion times, bad updates equals less profit. It's that simple, man. It's that simple. Roblox needs to understand that there are layers to trying to appease investors and appease their player base at the same time, bro. They need to understand that there are layers to this game, bro.
To just sweep these massive financial losses under the rug while attempting to appease both fierce investors and strict government regulations at the exact same time.
Oh yeah, strict government regulations is also annoying.
Even make it through all these massive changes without completely falling apart. Think about it from the perspective of the people actually making the games. If the incredibly talented creators and builders who actually built this massive virtual world from the ground up decide that enough is enough, if they suddenly realize they just cannot make enough real world money to make
they suddenly
anymore, they want to pack up all their hard work and move over to other brand new games that actually pay them what they're worth. And if those creators leave,
yeah, that's the problem with Roblox, because now that Roblox is just plummeting, they won't be able to pay their creators the same as before. And like this video said, if those developers of these great games realize that they cannot afford a living wage from Roblox anymore, they will move. And that will literally be the start of Roblox's downfall. That will literally be the start.
The players
like, it's not funny at this point.
Which means this huge crash we're seeing right now is only going to get faster and way more destructive. At the end of the day, we're basically watching a giant tug of war happening in real time. On one side, you have a massive company desperately trying to make...
And yet, despite all of this, whenever I play Roblox, I don't see people just constantly saying, oh, the stock market's bad, and like, oh, Roblox is dying. Like, all I see are just people just trading their brain rots and steal brain rot peacefully.
Money, and on the exact opposite side, you have the very real need to keep kids...
Like, I just love the contrast between going on YouTube and seeing how Roblox is suffering a downfall versus actually playing Roblox and seeing nothing out of the ordinary other than the fact that there are no more good games.
And right now, when you look at how frustrated the regular players are and how angry the rich investors are, the facts clearly show that absolutely everybody involved in this situation is losing big time.
Yeah, they are losing big time.
Let me know your thoughts about this situation in the comments.
Wait, hold on a second.
And how losing big time.
This right here, cope, the word cope right here in Arsenal, this is exactly what everyone's doing regarding Roblox right now, bro. This is what the entire player base, especially the older players in Roblox, are doing right now. They're coping, bro. And not only are they coping, the investors are also coping, as well as David Baszucki, the CEO of Roblox. He's also coping.
And as always, let me know your thoughts about this situation in the comments down below. Do you think Roblox can actually bounce back from this disaster?
Dude, the only way that Roblox can actually bounce back from this is if they actually make updates that their player base actually likes, instead of just appeasing the investors over and over again.
Or is this truly the beginning of the end for the platform? I want to hear your honest
Because if David Baszucki still has a shred of dignity left in his heart, he would start to shift his attention from the investors to us, bro. He needs to start making better updates. In fact, he should start adding back classic faces. Like, dude, when I first heard that Roblox deleted classic faces and gave us these stupid dynamic AI faces, bro, I was like shocked, like utterly shocked. Never in a million years would I realize that Roblox would make an atrocious decision as that. That is absolutely insane, bro. So unless Roblox adds classic faces back, and unless they add in back good updates that they know their player base will enjoy, Roblox is gonna die.
It's because this honestly isn't looking too good for the platform, especially...
It may not be dying that badly right now, but I bet you right now by 2030 it's gonna be a ghost town, bro. By 2030 it's gonna be a ghost town if things just remain the way they are. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, man, this video, it has good facts. But hey, let me know in the comments section if any of what this video had said was inaccurate. Let me know down in the comments. And anyways, guys, that concludes our reaction video for today. And if you enjoy content like this, please make sure to smash that subscribe button, turn on the notifications like usual, and I'll see you in the next video. And remember to stay epic.